Hello, hello. This is going to be relatively short and sweet. As mentioned the last time I did one of these videos, I was off on a break for about a week, which was great. I think it's funny how you never really, or at least I didn't set out to, you know, either go two ways for this. One, take lots of holidays or plan holidays. I think I've taken my fair share of half days and things like that over the last year when I've been running this business. But last week was nice to, at least for the majority of the week, just be completely offline. And it was interesting because I didn't really think about the business that much. There were a couple of small things, maybe a message on LinkedIn or a quick email. But for the most part, it wasn't really doing anything. So that was really, really good. And back online this week. And the purpose of this video is very much just to say, I'd originally intended to do these videos on the aim was to do a daily video that gives people a look at what it's like to run a business and specifically gives people an update on how things are going for me as I run it. And was it daily every workday as intended? No. I don't know what number this is. I can't even remember off the top of my head. But look, we've done around 60, 70 videos. And each of them, there's been one time there's been an edited cut where I had to snip something out to do with background noise and I didn't want to redo it. One time I did a complete retake because the sound was terrible. And I think I've stayed true to what my intentions were with these pretty well, which I'm really happy about. And the fact that I've done 60 or 70 of these videos to me is still actually quite surprising. I didn't think I'd do so many of them. But this is a long way of saying I'm actually going to stop doing them, and at least for now. I think it's really important to just focus your attention on a couple of things that are the highest or the most impactful things you can do towards growing your business. And this has been brilliant. This has really helped, I suppose, give some people who might be curious about what I'm up to, give them more insight to who I am and what I'm like to work with potentially. But from a time and investment standpoint, although these in total took between 25 and 40 minutes a day from recording it, setting up the camera, recording it, putting it onto the computer, doing a very quick clip of each end of the video, and then uploading it. That process took, as I say, between 25 and 40 minutes a day. That's not a problem. Frankly, I can reinvest that time now in what I'm going to do. So what you'll see more of, if you're following me on LinkedIn, you'll start to see me doing some videos on LinkedIn too. And for me personally, I feel like that's going to be way more compelling and impactful than doing the standalone YouTube content, which by all means has been great. But the LinkedIn for me is my main driver of new business. It's my main driver of new clients. It's my main driver for the company, and it will be for at least the next year. So I just want to double down on what I'm doing there. And that means taking the positives and taking all the good stuff from doing this and applying it to that medium. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. For what it's worth, it's about 2 weeks shy of a year officially with this company. I'm very happy with where it's at. If I can just summarize in a nutshell how this last year has gone. At the start of the year, so in June last year, I had this idea. I didn't have clients, no income, didn't have anything apart from a website, domain name, or a URL. And what we have now is 8 clients across the UK, Ireland, and the US that I'm working with on a monthly basis. And the pipeline is healthy. I've got 3 or 4 conversations active. I am pretty confident that at least a couple of those agencies will start working with me, which is brilliant. And then there's a few more that are in the pipe as well that are lining up discovery sessions. So things are in a really good place going into June. And I'm just really excited to see how things play out over the summer as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really think there's too much more to say. It was just a quick update I suppose, to give the context behind why I'm going to stop the daily business vlogs. And yeah, I don't know. I do anticipate doing more videos like this in the future. I just feel like there's an interesting element to this, right? If you have, I said it probably the very first video, if you're genuinely interested in business, if you're in any way interested in agencies, if you're in any way interested in uh, someone running a business that is of a certain size that you want to relate to or learn from or just experience through their lens, I think this content could be really entertaining. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it is entertaining to an extent. Helpful, useful. There might be snippets in some of these videos that are really, really good, or you can relate to. Whatever it is, I think there'll be people out there that will enjoy this format. And who knows? Maybe I'm doing the right type of content, but maybe it's not the right platform. Maybe it's the right platform, but maybe I need to change the way I was doing the content. I'm not sure. But from my perspective, I took from it what I needed to, and I'm happy and proud to have done, as I say, whatever it is, the guts of 70 of these videos over the last 4 or 5 months. So that's that. I'm going to focus my time on LinkedIn almost entirely, and yeah, just keep at it really until I've got a pretty ambitious goal now for the rest of the year, and that's really where my attention goes business wise. So that's it. I'll be back at some point in the future, or I will be on LinkedIn every day, more or less. So you can catch me there if you want to see more of my lovely face and my wonderful words. But yeah, I think that's it. So to anyone that watched a number of these videos, thank you. And to anyone that's interested in seeing more, really appreciate that. Hopefully there'll be more to help you on your journey or things that you can take from these videos to apply to your own business. But yeah, if anyone has any comments or thoughts, you can pop them across to me. And yeah, that's it. So that'll do it.